Hello everybody, my name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can be able to sell variable, downloadables like beats, where you have different kinds of leases or lease, like an MP3 lease, a stem lease or wave, file lease. Okay, so basically you can use this, procedure to sell any kind of downloadable variable product. Okay, so I'm going to use WooCommerce to show you how you can be able to create this variable product. So as you can see over here, now this is the name of the beats that I'm selling over here. Now if you look at it over here, it is called Loving You, and it is an Afrobeat beat, and the price ranging from $50 to $100. Now what happens is that, now let me clear this one. So this is basically how it happens. Okay, so if somebody wants just the mp3 list, now the person clicks over here and it gives the description of the person, telling the person that this is only mp3 file for the beat Loving You. So this is just the mp3 file. You do not get anything else. Okay, when you add it to your cart and then you start to download it. And then if you go over here, it's if you click on this one, it says this consists of the mp3, the wave, and the stem, track stems, okay, files. So you are going to get three different things. You're going to get the mp3 file, the wave file, and then also you're going to get the track stems. Okay, now this basically is for musicians who want track stems to start working on it. Okay, and then if you go to over here, this is just the wave list. Now this one also just for the wave file for Loving You Okay, so as you can see, each variation over here have different price. Okay, so if you click over here, this one have a price of 60. If you click over here, this one have a price of 100. And if you click over here, this one have a price of $50. Okay, so basically that is, anybody can click to add to cart, and then have purchase the beat that the person wants. Okay, now you can also give a description for your beat. Now this is just a fake description I gave over here, and then the additional information, and then when somebody have a review, the person can give a review of the song. And then because somebody, this is a beat store and somebody needs to hear it. Now I try linking different kinds of players to it, but because I'm doing this as a free tutorial, most of it wants a paid version of the how do you call it, the player to work. Okay, now I have a kind of player that I use, but mostly that player supports only one file. Okay, one audio file. And since we are just giving different audio files in each variation over here, what happens is it's not really working as I wanted. So what I did was I installed a different plugin which will link YouTube file to it, or YouTube video to it. So basically what you can do is you can link upload your track on YouTube. Okay, and then you can link it to the the product over here. Okay, or the downloadable product over here. So if you click over here, as you can see, a person can play and listen to the song as they as they want. So that is it, the song playing over here, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this tutorial. Okay, so how you can be able to get all this thing done, okay, perfectly, without any hassle. Okay, so I hope this kind of like an intro gives you the best kind of concept that we are going to create over here. So if you want to watch this tutorial, I will entreat you to like, and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and then let's get into the video. So we're gonna go to our dashboard over here. So this is basically my dashboard. Okay, so let me just so this is a quick tutorial, so not anything like, you know, our long tutorials that we mostly do. Okay, so this is just a quick tutorial. So what we're going to do is you need to have some plugins installed. Okay, so now what I've done is, let's go to our plugins over here, and then you need to have plugins installed. Now basically um, this is you know, a website I've been working on for some time now, but the plugin that we're going to install is you need to have WooCommerce installed. Okay, and then you need to have variation swatches for WooCommerce, and then also product video gallery for WooCommerce. Okay, these three plugins. Okay, so if you go to add new, okay, make sure that you click on add new to add new plugin, and then first things first, we're going to search for WooCommerce. Okay, so make sure that you search for WooCommerce. Now WooCommerce is what is used to create what product. Okay, how do you say it, used to create web shop, okay, on WordPress. So make sure that you have this one installed. Now I've already installed and activated it. If you haven't, it will say what, install now. Okay, just like this one over here, but this is what we are looking for. As you can see, you have what, 5 million plus active installations, and that is what we're looking for. And then the next one is what, variation swatches for WooCommerce. Okay, so look for this one over here, variation swatches for WooCommerce, and we need also that one also to show this kind of like, you know, swatches for us. Okay, we need this one to work. Okay, so have that one, you know, installed. We need it to work. And then we also want you know, video gallery for WooCommerce. Video gallery for WooCommerce. So it's just like a video player whereby it shows it can, you know, product gallery or the video aspect of it, just showing pictures. This one shows what, video, and you know, video comes with sounds, and as we are dealing with sounds, we can upload our sounds on what, on YouTube, the sample file on YouTube. Okay, the sample sound on YouTube, and then link it to what, to our product over here, and that is exactly what we are going to do. Okay, so basically that is the three plugins that you need to make this one what, to make this one. But if you are selling a single, you know, product, okay, a single product, I think you can use this music player for what, for WooCommerce. Okay, so you can use this music player for WooCommerce. That is only if you are selling what, a single this one. Okay, music player for WooCommerce, and that one will you know, you just need this one. It will give you the free version of it. Now if you want to, you know, go into it deep, you can what, get a pro version, but the free version can help you what, in, you know, get music player on what, on WooCommerce. And also this one also over here, Sonar Music. Okay, it also give you a nice, you know, player which you can link your WooCommerce to it. But then this, to be able to link the WooCommerce to it, you need to have the pro version of it. Okay, and that is why I am using the what, video gallery for what, for WooCommerce, to make my things simple for me. So without wasting my time, let's look at how I created this you know, product over here, downloadable beat over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is after installing all those plugins, okay, where we go is we go hover on what, product over here. Okay, and then click on what, add new. So we're gonna give you know, the name of the beat that we are what, we are selling. Okay, so what is the name of the beat that you are selling? Now of course every product need to have what, a product name. Okay, so you need to give a name to your what, to your product, and your product basically is a beat. Okay, is beat that you are selling. Okay, so the name of your beat that you have created, and that is what you need to what, put it over here. So let's say the beat is what, let's say my, you know, just give a name to it, my Afro beat, you know, or let's say my Afro beat. Okay, so let's say my Afro beat. So I'm gonna give this name to it, and then you can give, you know, kind of like a description to it. So let's say this is what the description that I'm going to give to it. Okay, so just, you know, some description of the beat, what the beat is about, and all those kind of stuff. Okay, you can give it to it. And then when you come over here now, before you even go ahead to even create your before you even go ahead to even create your product over here, I made one mistake that we should have done from the beginning. What you need to do is you need to create an attribute. Okay, so we have to create what attribute. Okay, so let me click over here. Okay, let me go to open new link. Okay, so we're going to click on what, hover on product and click on what, attribute over here. Okay, now it's going to bring you to this page. Okay, as you can see, I've created one attribute over here, and the attribute is what, bit. Okay, so for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to create a new attribute, which I'll also call it what, let's say Afro beat. Okay, so I'm just gonna Afro beat. Okay, and then I'll just you can check what the type of what the swatches that you want. Is it a color, is it image, or is it a button? Okay, so let's say it is just what, a button. Okay, so let's say it is what, a button. Now if it is a button, then let's click to add what, the attribute. So now that we have the attribute over here, what we can do is what, we can configure the terms of the attribute. Okay, so what do you mean by configuring the terms of the attribute? The terms of the attribute is the kind of leases or the kind of like bits that you are selling. Okay, so either you are selling an MP3, a WAV file, or what, a stems. Okay, so that is what the configuration. So we go over here and then we configure it. Now if you are using this for maybe, let's say, to sell clothes and other things, now if we talk about you talk about color. Okay, now the color is what, the attribute. Now what are the configurations of the color? We have blue, red, black, and all those things. Those are what the configuration. The same way applies to this one. Okay, now with this one, the Afrobeat is a what, is a attribute. Okay, and then when we come to the configurations, we can give it what, the different kinds of what audio files that we are selling. So the first one I'm going to write is what, MP3. Okay, so this is what I'm going to sell, an MP3 lease or MP3, whatever it is. I also sell let's say wave lease. Okay, wave lease. Okay, and I also sell what, stems. Okay, so track stems, or let me say just stem lease. Okay, so basically this three. Now you can go ahead to even add more. Okay, so some people have different kind of leases. Okay, so let's say unlimited lease. Okay, and this one have a different thing that you want to give it. Maybe you want to tell us that you can use this audio. When you buy it, you can get everything in it. So let's say this one will have only MP3, this one will have only wave file, this one will have only stem, but this one will have what, the MP3, the wave, the stem, and then you can also use it anyhow you want to use it. Okay, so it depends on you. So now that we have all these four configurations done, okay, under our attribute, we can go ahead to start creating our product. So let's go back to our product over here. Okay, now I'm going to save it, what we've done so far, and then I will refresh. Yeah, it will refresh the website for us, so that what the attribute that we did will work in it. Okay, so that's exactly what we are going to do over here. So now that the website is refreshed, okay, let's scroll down. Let's scroll down to our product side. Okay, the product data side over here. Now this is very important, guys, so make sure that you pay attention over here. Okay, make sure that you pay attention, because this is where all the magic happens. Okay, now you remember that when creating downloadable products, we choose simple product, and then we select virtual and then downloadable, so that our downloadable files, we can just add downloadables over here. Now in this time around, we are not going to choose simple products, we are going to choose variable product over here. Now notice that when we chose the variable product, what happens? Everything over here vanished. Okay, so meaning that, oh, then I cannot add variable product to it. No, you still can. Okay, that is why we created the attribute. So under attribute over here, go to attribute over here. Okay, now with this one says a custom product attribute. Okay, now select one. You remember that we have, I already had beat over here, and now I still have the attributes that I created, which is the Afrobeat. Okay, so select that one. That is what we are going to use, and then click on what? Add attribute. So we are going to add that attribute. Okay, now that attribute have values. That is the configuration that we did, and that is the lists that we did. Okay, so we're going to select all of them. Okay, we're going to select all of them because we need all of them to work, and then we click over here, which says what? Use for what? Variation. But of course, if you want to select some of them, you can select some of them, but I'm going to select all of them over here, and then click over here, which take this one, which is used for variation, because we're going to use this attribute for variations. Okay, so click on save attribute. Now that we have our attribute saved, wait for it to load finished. Okay, and then come back to what? Variations over here. Now remember, it is step by step, so you do this one first before you go to the next one. Do not jump the step. Okay, so now that we have clicked on what? Variations over here, you see that it says what? Add variation. Now click over here and then select this one, which says create a variation from all attributes. So it means that we're going to create variations from all the attributes that we added. Okay, so click over here to create to select this one, and then click over here to say what? Go. Now we'll give you a pop-up notice over here, an alert over here, which says what? Are you sure you want to link all variations? This will create a new variation for each and every possible combination of variation attributes. That is the maximum of 50 per run. Yes, we want to do that. So just click on OK. Now we'll create all the variations for you. So we have 4 variations added. So we click on OK. So now we have all these 4 variations. So as you can see, we have MP3, stems list, unlimited list, and then wave list. Okay, so I'm going to drag this one and bring this one over here, and then I want the unlimited list to be the last one. So now that we have MP3, now to do the settings of the MP3, of course we need to add the price, we need to add the medias and the downloadable files to it. Okay, so what we have to do is just click over here and it will open. So as you can see, I'll click again, click again, click again. Okay, so when you want it to work, you click over here, it will open the settings for you. Okay, now these are the settings for the MP3. Okay, these are the settings for the MP3. Now as you can see, we have it is enabled, and then it is having downloadable, virtual, and then managed stock. Okay, so what do we want? We want it to be downloadable, and then we also want it to be virtual. Okay, now we don't want to manage stock for it because we don't want it to have stock. We assume that we have so many, it is always in stock. Okay, so what we're going to do is, what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to give a price for it. So the price that we're going to give the MP3 is, let's say, $20. Okay, and then it is always in stock, and then you give a description for it. So let's say this is an MP3 file for MP3, let me say audio file. This is an MP3 audio file. Okay, so let me just say this is an MP3 audio file. Okay, now over here, the downloadable files, that is where we add our files to. So click over here and it will say add file. Now what do you have to do? We choose the file. So make sure that you have your file on your computer already. Okay, so as you can see, I've downloaded some of the I have some file over here. I'm going to add this one. Okay, I'm going to add this one to it. Or if you don't have any file over here, you click over here which says upload, and then you can select your file from your computer. Okay, so make sure that you have all your files on your on your computer already. Okay, make sure that you have your file. So if it is an audio file, so let's say let me see if I can have an audio file over here. I really don't have any audio files over here. The only audio file I have is because I've mostly deleted all my audio files. Yeah, so this is the only audio file that I have. Okay, so I really don't have, let me scroll down and see. Yeah, I don't really have any audio file over here. So I'm still going to use, so like the same way you click on it, it will load your audio file over here for you. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, so after clicking on it, just click on what, insert file URL. So you will insert your file URL for it. Now I'm going to name here MP3, making everybody who will download this one know that it is what, it is an MP3. Okay, so I'm done with it. I'm done with this one. Now of course, if you want to give, you know, an image for it, you give, but it's not necessary. I'm just going to you know, close this one and then come to what, the next one, which is the wave list. Okay, now make sure that this one also, we click on what, downloadable, we tick on virtual. Okay, and then what we give the price to it. So the wave, let's say the wave is what, $50. Okay, now with the wave list, you can also give a description. So let's say this is a wave file. Okay, so this is a wave file, and then you can what, add your what, your wave file to it. Okay, so make sure that you have your wave file what, on your computer. Now of course, some of the files cannot be you know, sent to the website. So what you need to do is I will entreat you to basically you know, how do you call it, compress the file into what, into a zip file. Okay, and then you what, you upload it over. For instance, let's say we don't have a wave file and we want to get a wave file. Okay, so what we can do is, now let me go to my dashboard over here, my computer over here. Now let's say I want, you know, I want a wave file. So let's say this track is what, a wave file. Okay, now what I will do is, because maybe I cannot upload it on my computer. Okay, what I'll do is I'm just gonna create a new file, a new folder. Okay, I'll create a new folder and call it maybe wave file. Okay, now if I call it wave file, then what I'm going to do is, let me where is the wave file? Yeah, this one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to copy this one because I want it to be on the desktop. Okay, I'm going to paste it over here, I'm going to paste it over here, paste item. Okay, so now that I have this one over here, I'm going to open it. Okay, now I'm going to come to my downloads over here, and then the file that I wanted to put in the wave file. So what I'm going to do is what, I'm going to copy this one also. So let me say I'm going to copy this one, go to my desktop, look for my wave file, paste it in it. Okay, so paste item. Okay, so this is what, the wave item. Okay, so this is the wave item. Now to compress it, now I'm using Mac. Okay, so to compress it, I just right click it, and then you see over here which says compress wave file. Okay, so I'm just going to click over here to compress it, and then we'll compress the file for me, and I'm going to have a zip file over here. Okay, now of course, let's say this is not just a wave file, but this is what, this is a different file. So let's say this is the stem file. Okay, so this is what, so let's say it is what, the stems. Okay, so let's say this is a stems file. Now what I also do is I'll just right click it and then compress it, and then I'm going to get the stems file over here. Okay, so I have two different files. One is for stem, one is for for wave. So in this one, because it is a zip file, I can easily upload it on my on my website. Okay, so to drop the wave file, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to select file over here, and then I'm going to choose the wave file from my desktop. So I'm going to go over here and then look for the wave file. So this is the wave file. Okay, so I'm going to go on select, and then it will start uploading the file for me. So as you can see, it is it is uploading the file for me. So I'll wait for it to upload the file on my computer for me. So let's wait for a few minutes. Now as we are waiting, if you are still new over here, I will entreat you to like and subscribe to the channel for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps, you know, YouTube to rate the content that we are doing. So please like and subscribe to the channel for me. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now that it is uploaded over here, what we can do is we can insert the file URL. Okay, so as you can see, we have it over here. Now what we can do is we can you know, give a name to it which says wave. Okay, wave. Okay, very good. So now we have our wave. Now, of course, you can give a limit that the person, if bot can can download. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it unlimited. Now, so as we have it over here, now we have what, the stem file. So the same way as we did the other one, this one also we go to downloadable virtual. Okay, and then we give a price to it. So let's say the stem file is what, $80. Okay, and then we also say what this is now you give a description based on what you want. Okay, but I'm going to say this is what the stem file. Okay, so and then I'm going to add what, the file to it. So I'm going to choose out, and then come over here, and then the same way I'm going to upload my stem file. Okay, so I'll click over here and then look for the stem over here, and then click on upload. So I'm uploading the stem file. Now after it is done, then I can insert the file URL, okay, into it, and then I'll start with the next one, which is also the unlimited lease. Okay, so let's wait for it to upload. Okay guys, so now that our stem file is uploaded, we can click over here to insert the file URL, and we call this one the stems. Okay, so let's say this is the stems. Okay, now we have it done. Now the next one that we're gonna go is to check our unlimited lease. Okay, so now with the unlimited lease, let's say we have this one as let's say $200. Okay, now with the $200, it will still be downloadable, and then it will still be virtual. Okay, so we click over here. Now with the description, we can say this file consists of the MP3 wave and stems. It can be used for any project. Okay, so now that we have this one done, okay, you give a description for it. Now we can add our files to it. So we have to add 3 files. Remember, we say it consists of MP3, wave, and then stems. So we can add 3 files over here, 1 2 3. Okay, and then the first one we choose the MP3. Okay, the second one we choose the stem, the wave. The second one we choose the wave, and then the last one we choose the stem. The last one we choose the stem. Now we have it done. Now as you can see, we can go ahead to do to give a name. So this is MP3, this is wave, and this one is stems. Okay, so now we have it done. Everything is complete. All what we need to do is to click on save changes. So now we've saved our changes. Okay, now everything is done. Now of course you can give a short description for your for your product. Okay, so if you want to give a short description, so let's say you want to give a short description for your product, you can give. So let's say this is short description. Okay, I'm just giving this one so that you understand where I'm coming from. Now you can select your product image. Okay, so your product image is basically the image for your for your product. So let me say I'm gonna go and select an image from my downloads. So let me go to P for product, or pick, or whatever it is. Okay, let me go to document, or desktop. Forgotten where I saved it, and then let me say music. Yeah, so let's say I'm going to use this one or this one. Okay, and then I'll say I'll upload it. So now that I have this one upload, I'll just set the product image for it. So this is what the product image. Okay, so this is the product image. So now that I have everything done, now it's left with the last one. The last one is what? The product video URL. Okay, so like I said, you need to have your video, the audio, the sample audio uploaded on your YouTube file. Okay, to make this one work. Okay, so I'm going to use a sample YouTube audio library file. Okay, so let's say I want to I just want to copy, let's say this one. Okay, so let's say I want to copy this one over here. Okay, so I'm just using this one, this file over this audio over here. Okay, so I'll let me go back so that it wouldn't play for me, because I don't want it to play for me. I'll go back to my product over here, my edit product over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the URL over here. Of course, if you have Vimeo, or if your audio or your sample is from your sample video is from your video library, your WP library, okay, you can take over here. But I'm using YouTube. Okay, so I'm just going to paste the YouTube file over here. So if you have Vimeo too, you can change it to Vimeo and then use it. Okay, but I'm using YouTube, so that is it. So now that everything is done, you select your your category. Okay, so let's say this is Afro beat. Okay, so we add Afrobeat to it, and then we select the category. You can give some tags to it. So let's say these are beats. Okay, and then Afrobeat. You select some tags, and then after that everything is done, you just click on publish over here. Okay guys, so now that the beats are published, let's take a look at how it looks like on the front end. Okay, so how would people see it on the front end? That is exactly what we're going to look like. So let's wait for it to finish loading, and then we take a look at how it looks like on the front end. So I'm gonna go and then open in a new link over here, and then I'm gonna open it over here. So this is how it looks like on the front end. So guys, as you can see, this is exactly how it looks like on the front end. Okay, so we have it like this. Okay, so as you can see, we have the MP3, the stems, the unlimited list, and then the wave list. Okay, this is how it looks like. Now if you come over here, now as you can see over here, it have it says it is one. Okay, it means that somebody can buy more than one, but we don't want that one. Okay, as you can see, this product over here, as you can see, this product doesn't have that kind of settings over here. So let's go back to our edit product page, or our product creation page. Okay, now as you can see, this one says sold individually. So if you enable this, it will allow the product to be bought in a single order. Okay, nobody can choose more than one. Okay, and that is exactly what we want. So we click over here for it to be sold individually, and then we click on update to update our product. Now if we come over here and then refresh it, you realize that we are not going to have the other one over there. So now we have only add to cart over here, and that is exactly what we want. Okay, so I hope this video is gonna help you. So if you see over here, somebody can go through it. Okay, so these are Afrobeat, and these are the things over here. These are the description over here. Okay, and this is the short description that we wrote. This is a short description. Okay, and if I select over here, it says this is an MP3 audio. If I select this one, it says this is stem file. If I choose this one says this consists of MP3, wave, and then stems. It can be used for any project. If I click over here, it says this is a wave file. Okay, so somebody can go ahead and then click on add to cart to start adding the product to cart. Okay, so the product has been added to cart. I can view it, can view the cart, and this is how it looks like over here. Okay, I can go ahead to proceed to checkout, and then I can go ahead and fill in all my details that I want to fill in over here. Okay, and then I can go ahead and proceed to place order. So let's say I want to proceed to place order over here. So let's say this is my details over here, and then I can go ahead to it said invalid payment. So I haven't set a payment system yet. So sorry guys, I haven't set the payment system yet. I need to set the payment system for this one before it will work. But basically that is exactly how it works. Now let me just set the payment system so that you understand what I'm going. So I'm going to go for WooCommerce over here, go to settings. I want to activate the payment system so that you see how the whole system works. Okay, and I'm going to go under payment over here. I'm going to come under payment over here, and then I'm going to activate cash on delivery. Okay, I'm going to activate cash on delivery over here. Okay, and then I'm going to say save. Okay, now I can come to the checkout over here and then just make a quick refresh, and then as you can see the cash on delivery is activated over here. Now I can go ahead to place the order. Now my order is has been placed. Okay, so because I selected the wave leads, I'm only having wave leads over here. Okay, and that is exactly what we wanted. Okay, now if I go back again, let's say I want to go back to, let's say, to all products over here, and then let's say I'm choosing loving you. Okay, I'm going to choose a different thing, loving you. Oh sorry, I needed to open it in it. Okay, so I needed to view it. Okay, so let's say I'm going to view it. Let's say I'm going to view it. Okay, now let's say I'm going to choose the stem leads. Okay, so this consists of 3 things. Okay, so I'm going to add to cart, and then view cart, proceed to checkout, and then go ahead to place payment, to place the order. Okay, so as you can see, I'm having the stem leads track over here. Okay, the stem leads track over here, and I can go ahead to download it. Okay, now what if there are 3 things in it? Okay, what if there are 3 things in it? Now let's check it out. So let's say there are 3 things in it. So let me go back to this product. No, not this product. So let me go back to here. Okay, so let me go back to here and then select the unlimited leads. Okay, so and then add it to cart, and then view cart. Okay, so I have the unlimited leads, which is $200. I can go ahead to proceed to checkout, and then I can go ahead to place the order. Okay, so I have the unlimited leads over here. Okay, which is 200 USD, right? Yeah, very good. Now I have placed all these orders. Now if I click over here, it will still bring me over here. Now I cannot see my my orders because the admin haven't approved it. Okay, so if I go to orders over here, okay, you see I have all these 3 over here, which is on hold. Okay, Now I cannot download it now, but if I go to this place and then go to what WooCommerce orders over here, and then I at the admin, like let's say I am still the admin, so I want to approve it. Okay, so I want to approve the orders, so I'm just going to approve those orders, all those orders. Okay, so to from on hold to completed. Okay, now remember we are using cash on delivery, meaning that when we will receive the thing before it will be we will download and we will be approved. So we have I have approved the thing. Now let me come here and refresh it. It is on load, but it will change to what completed. So as you can see, it is what completed. Now I can view my orders, and as you can see, I have what three things over here: the lease, the unlimited lease. You see, this one is what MP3, wave, and then what stems. Okay, three things over here. Now if I go back, if I go back to the orders again, and then I check this one, which is what the second one that we did, it's also supposed to give us what three things over here. Loving you. Okay, we have the MP3, the wave file, and then the track stems. Okay, now let's go back to the one that we did a single one, which is just the first one, which says what the MP3 file. So let's view it, and as you can see, we only have what the wave. Okay, yeah, that is the only one that we have. So basically that is how you can be able to create a very nice, beautiful selling beat store using this strategy. Okay, on your own. You can create multiple beats and sell it on your on your store. Thank you for watching, and please, like I said, don't forget to like this video, comment, and give me your feedback on this video. Okay, subscribe to the channel if you are new. See you in the next video. Bye bye.